Or better yet, call Melody and do some business with her.
800-375-4188 for your complimentary issue and, of course, your gold and silver coins. And I keep saying, I sound like a broken record. It's a great time to buy. Coin prices are great. They're off their highs. And that brings us to a question about, when people come into the market, we tell people they shouldn't time the market. And we have a question in from, I believe his name is, John. And he happened to buy when coins, were at a high price, same way with some shares and even bullion coins. And you can't time these markets. And, now he's feeling bummed because his investments aren't doing what he thought they would be doing. And he says, how long can this manipulation last? And he's looking for a profit, or he just wants to break even. And I tell all my customers that call, folks, buying gold and silver is a medium to long-term investment. And if you happen to get in on the high, if you have funds available, you buy the lows, and you cost average your price is down. You can't follow the market on day to day. You see these big swings. You see what prices do, because the fundamentals are all still there. They have not changed. And, Bob, would you like to add anything to that?
No, I think you covered it pretty good. You buy them when nobody wants them. And that's the name of the game in buying any kind of an investment. And so you got to make, the decision as to where the intermediate term bottom is if you want to buy some more. But as far as buying the market, I tell people, just go in and buy. It's a bull market. If you're lucky enough to get the low for the last 6 months or a year, that's fine. But don't count on it.
The trend is still in place. And so that's what you have to remember as we go through these swings. We've been telling you that we're going to see big swings. The higher the prices go, the bigger the swings are going to become, the more, violent they're going to become. And there was another question also about, there's been a lot of discussions about tungsten and the bars and the coins, and wanting to know about their gold coins and so forth. And majority of the tungsten-related releases and discussions that are being taken place are the 400-ounce bars that people find that have been used in the central banks. When it comes to the coins, I was reading about how tungsten, it's very difficult to get tungsten in the planchets because the coins are 22 karat, not 24 karat. The weight is different. So when you add tungsten to like a 22 karat gold coin, like your Gold Eagle, the coin is actually going to weigh significantly more because you have those other alloys already in there. So it's going to be, it's difficult. Sure, there's people who counterfeit coins all the time. Usually some of them are fairly easy to tell by the weight, by the feel. Someone bought a 50 peso off of eBay. It was counterfeit. You could definitely feel the difference in the weight when he was selling it back with his other pesos. You could see the difference. You could feel the difference. The moral of the story is you don't buy from eBay. I don't know how many times you have to keep saying you don't buy from these places that you don't know. And, there's certainly all kinds of checks and measures when product is sent out from corporations, from businesses like myself, and from where I buy the product. That's why I don't deal with 30 different wholesalers. I buy with the 2 biggest ones in the country. That's all I need. So any comments on that, Bob?
No, I think you're right. And actually, there's very few counterfeit coins around.
Yeah.
It's a big world. And if someone in Lebanon or in China is counterfeiting me, what are they going to use? 50,000 coins. I mean, how far is that going to go? And you know, they usually use about 90 to 94% of what gold is supposed to be in the coin. They make a good profit out of it, but they can't destroy the value of the coin in totality. I mean, if you take the coin that that person presented today and you melt it down, you're still going to have, well, that's a .122 coin. A .222 coin, isn't it? 1 ounce and 2.2 tenths of an ounce.
For the full
right?
weight? For the full weight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say that the coin only weighs .98 in gold. You haven't melted down. You're going to get a good portion of your money back, even if you have a counterfeit. The gold is there. It's just not up to measure. Right, Melody?
Absolutely. I mean, we did have coins come in from 11. They were $10 Liberty circulated. Again, you're back to a product that you shouldn't be buying in the first place. You're buying a circulated coin. You have no guarantees there. And you're right. It had gold in there. It wasn't the higher quality. It was 14 karat. It was jewelry grade, is the amount of gold that they had in there. So, just, there's measures that you can take to avoid.
But, it's just not an important thing for buyers. It's going to happen, but it's not important.
No.
I mean, gee, you worry about a coin being light, and let's say that you buy a bunch of them, and gold goes down $100. Well, you lost a lot more at that level than from the drop in gold than you did from somebody altering the coin. So don't worry about it.
I think
if it happens, it happens. It's just like, are you going to get the flu? Maybe. Just don't know.
Well, I don't think it's really that rampant of a problem. It does happen, and there's measures that you can take to avoid getting yourself caught in that trap. I mean, I think the travesty is selling these coins. They allow selling these clad coins on television. I'll guarantee you there's a lot of people on there think that they're buying real gold. 24 karat clad. Well, trust me, you get very little gold. Very little. And
it's a terrible scam.
It really is.
And, the CNBC is the main progenitor. They should be sued.
Yeah. What do you think? This question is in from Glenn. What do you just some good words for Jim Traficant?
Yeah, he's a good guy. I just haven't seen much about him lately. Usually when there's stuff about him, I carry it in the publication. I just haven't seen anything since he got out and did the interviews, which I carried.
What is he doing?
I don't know. I've heard that he might be trying to run for Congress again. I heard those, we'll call them rumors. So I really can't say. I only know what others know. Sometimes I'll get good information, but, that's not something that I would normally, get out of the ordinary. So I just can't say.
This question is in from Phil. Central banks are reported to have begun purchasing gold. Will the purchases reduce the availability gold for the production of bullion coins in 2010?
I don't know, but I don't think so. The European banks had an agreement. It was originally called the Washington Agreement. And for, 5 years, 6 years, they were selling, or could sell, 500 tons of gold a year. And they did sell, in some years, 400 or 500 tons of gold. And in the last 18 months, they've sold virtually none. And they've been net buyers. It's in today's issue. And I don't know the numbers. I can't remember them. But that is putting an upward strain on prices, and it will continue to do so. And any correction in gold is going to draw any central bank that wants to be a buyer into the market. And that's why the market doesn't go down very much. Even the last correction was $120. That's nothing. Nothing. I mean, we had some stocks go down in the last couple of days 8%. So